Aloha no to you. I'm your host for the evening. My name's Brickwood Galuteria, and I'm honored to be your master of the ceremony here tonight. A little bit about the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame. Was created to celebrate and preserve Hawaiian music and hula by honoring those that have contributed throughout our history, as well as foster opportunities for future generations to keep Hawaiian music alive. It is my pleasure and privilege to introduce the president of the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame. She is here to give a little insight into the future aspirations of the hall, what we hope to do in the next several years. So please help me in welcoming our president, Tony Lee, to the podium. Tony, you want this on here?
25 years for any nonprofit is a big deal. But in the Hawaiian community, it is an exceptional milestone and one not lost on myself or my hard-working board members. Could my board please stand and be recognized? Those here, they will stand till they get their lei, and Moana and Michael will bring the lei. Rick Tremilios, Kathy Raymond, Nola Nahulu, Debbie Tyra, Jonah Solitario, Marcia Schweitzer, and George Kuo. Mahalo for all, Board of Directors, mahalo for all your talents, your dedication to what Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame stands for, perpetuating and celebrating Hawaiian music and hula. Tonight, as we pause to look back at how far we have come in the last 25 years, we also are excited to look forward for what's going to come in the next 25 years. What will that bring? Ultimately, we would love to be able to have a prominent place for all our inductees' core panels and memorabilia to be shared with the world, and a museum of Hawaiian music and hula. That can be a place for Kama'aina and Malihini alike to learn and share their love for our beloved culture and prolific contributions to Hawaiian music and hula. And as Auntie Nona Beamer, you will hear tonight, had a terrific message in saying, we have to tell the stories. It's all about passing on the stories. Mahalo again for being a part of our Silver Jubilee, and my heartfelt congratulations tonight to all of our honorees. Let's honor a few that are here tonight that have been an inductee. And we're gonna start with, let's see, Marlene Tsai, 2007.
Did they get me?
And the group that was ever so popular from the Kaleo, Hawaii, in 2012, George Kuo, Alan Akaka, Aaron Mahi, and Danny Kalei Kini. Please stand. And Puakea Nogelmeier in 2014. These are the inductees that are here tonight to spend time with us, to enjoy the evening, and celebrate with us our 25th. Mahalo.
There will be a special presentation crafted by Kumahula Michael Pili Pang as a tribute to past Hall of Fame inductees Keola Muku, Ilalo Ole, Akona Mika, as well as famous Kumuhula Lokalia Montgomery, and Mikey Ayu Lake, who was the first Hall of Fame hula inductee. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome, please, for Halau Hula Kano'eau.
It is our honor to be a part of this 25th anniversary. When Tony called and says, "Oh, I need a hula kahiko section," I was like, "Oh no, I'm kind of busy." You know, it's May Day. Okay? But anyway, it really is an honor. I was there 25 years ago when we started these concerts. I worked as Uncle K's stagehand, and all of the people who worked with him during that time, you know, he was the general. We did a lot of things with him, putting on our performances, and it was a great honor. So it is a privilege when we were able to get, in 2007, the first hula people onto this roster of Hawaiian Music Hall of Fames. And so with that honor, we honor these masters, these great people who were the beginning, the set, who set the pace for us today on Hawaiian music. Ke au ulumoku and auaia. Nana I halapepe, tahonua o tamotu. I hale ke kiuvelo, kaku govelo, lohea kanaloa. Great masters were put together in one class. Akona Mika, Kuluwai Maka, and Joseph Ilang Ole. These were the masters who we give tribute to as passing down those classical songs to us that we know as our hula kahiko today. Probably one of the most famous of these sets is Ayala Opele.
Aia ka pare nei mauhi ea, ai nau kaulau ea. Aia ka pare nei mauhi ea, ai nau kaulau ea. Ihea ka uara ia hi ea, I te arenuia ina nehi ea. Ihea ka uara ia hi ea, I te arenuia ina nehi ea. Haina ia mai ka puana ea, no hi ia ka no he inoa ea. Haina ia mai ka puana ea, no hi ia ka no he inoa ea. E alaha e alahea, ahi ea. Hei noano, ia kai ka hoi o pele.
On one of the great anthologies of Hawaiian chants comes a voice that is probably we distinguish as one of the court chanters, Kuluwai Maka. And in one of those recordings was this particular chant, Hole wai mea ike ahi a kamakani. Ai, hole wai mea ike a kamakani. Ole vai mea ida ia kumak ne hauma lea he ki pu la au khala I he yana ke anu o e kana he lea o mai ki akula o e tamalan a he ki pu holu ka maka ka o Hawaii haul nini au e haka pua o hoa he e hai te anu kana he lea o waika e ala e a e Aloha vai dai ume e ipo a me he ipo lau a makale na o ke ko o lau ka pui kana he leo mahua le ala e le I he le te aloho mo o lau he le uta hua ka I he le I tapali loa he le hi upili no I kana he le no ali uta hua la aloha kai I pa mai o I anei Ma he alaha I nalawa lei ho nei he alaha e alahea ahi e He no no kamehameha Ah he no no kamehameha There were two people that were honored by the state for the Hawaiian heritage, Lokalia Montgomery and Iolani Luahine. Auntie Io hasn't been up on our roster yet, but we will get her in. Maybe next year, Alan. But for Lokalia, she was an innovator. She was the teacher of teachers. It is the woman that we give our tribute to as the grandmother of our hula. And so her creativeness was also oftentimes overlooked, taking traditional dances and making them new again. This particular hula pahu, ule pahu, is associated with Lokalia Montgomery. Ule pahu ita motu, no atale Allah, a e pahu ita motu, iho il, e tuana adi. A tau mai ta hailo, e mana o holo I ta motu. Uili a ta haule, e tu I ta hoi uli. E kohe I ke paletai, e pahu I ta motu. I ho a tale Allah, e po a I te toa. A heu tu toa vai, ule pahu I ta motu. No a tale Allah, a e pahu I ta motu. I ho ilu ta aha. E tu ana ati a tau mai ta hailo e mana o holo I ta motu uili a ta haule e tu I ta hoi uli e kohe I ke paletahi e pahu I ta motu I ho a tale Allah E po a I te toa, ahi utu toa vai, ahi mea o e. Hei no ule. Ai, hei no ule paku. Mahalo.
Mahalo. Mahalo to Halauhula Kono'eau and Kumu Pilipang. Our first Nalani Eha Literary Award recipient this evening is the Queen's Songbook. What started out in 1973 as a labor of love to collect and publish Queen Liliuokalani's music compositions turned into a Herculean task spanning 25 years, and many musicians and scholars coming together to help this project along. Ultimately, Dorothy Kahananui Gillett took up the kuleana to gather all the different annotations and compositions, gleaned information and historical context, and finally tried to give it shape and order. But upon falling ill, she entrusted this important task to Barbara Bernard Smith, her colleague and confidant, to see the immense project through to completion. Proceeds of the sale of the Queen's Songbook goes to the Liliuokalani Trust. Here to bring some of Her Royal Highness Queen Liliuokalani's compositions to life, as compiled so lovingly in the Queen's Songbook, is the Hawaii Youth Opera Chorus Gioventu and Ho'okahi ensembles under the direction of artistic director Nola Nahulu. And in a full circle moment, Miss Nahulu is a protege of Dorothy Gillett, who spearheaded the Queen's Songbook. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Nola Nahulu and the ensembles.
No, we're not Pau. But when these keiki come to you and ask, will you dance with me? Will you please say yes, because they're already hila hila. Okay? And if you want to dance but you cannot stand, that's okay. You can just say, can I sit here and waltz with you? If you know the Mele Aloha Makani, please join us. And finally, Nani Napua Ko'olau, which was Lili'u's first published piece. And we think perhaps all of the pua that she mentions may have been her classmates at Chief's Children's School.
Smith, the editor of the Queen's Songbook, and she will be given the award presentation by our president, Tony Lee. As a matter of fact, I'll go walk over there so that she, besides all of our rest of the awardees, she'll be the only one that I'll come over to. Okay? All right. How's about a nice hand, everybody, please, for Miss Barbara Smith, editor of the Queen's Songbook.
Thank you. I thank my forebears with Dorothy Kahananui and Dorothy Gillett, and of course the Queen for material that I was privileged to work on.
Thank you very much. Another nice hand, everybody, for Barbara Smith, the editor of the Queen's Songbook. Thank you so much. Our first awardee for the evening. Let's continue. Our second Nalani Eha Literary Award this evening is Mele Aloha, a Hawaiian songbook compiled and edited by Carol Wilcox, Kimo Hussey, Vicky Hollinger, and Puakea Nogelmeier. This songbook has quickly become a standard in homes of Hawaiian music lovers. The idea to organize over 200 Hawaiian songs alphabetically in a workbook format with ukulele chords was pure genius. The idea behind the book's creation was to encourage more kanikapila gatherings, allowing people to learn and understand some of the Hawaii's favorite tunes and get together and play. Proceeds from the sale of the songbook go to Lunalilo Home. Performing some of their favorites from the Mele Aloha songbook is one of its illustrious editors, and I think you'll agree with me, she's pretty illustrious. Yeah? Vicky. Hi, illustrious. Miss Illustrious, you?
Mahalo, Brick.
She is indeed one of Hawaii's true songbirds, Miss Vicky Hollinger, along with her son, Kavika Maguire.
Hello.
Yep, so please welcome them to the stage for Naluhoi. A nice round of applause, please. Vicky, all yours.
Mahalo.
Oh, ma kau kau ko kau laili ilu no kapu kana ka leonu e holo he ike kani anamanu. Oh, never mind ke hina pu waihiki no. I'm coming home to you. Please wait for me. I'm coming home to you. Oh, my go. Oh, my
Waimea Kauai and the beauties of Kauai. Kananiluna kaliko puamamane. A composition of Auntie Lena Machado for her brother, the king of Kauai. Everybody on Paha Paha, you slap that floor. Paha Paha opoli hale. Hamekanania o haupu kaulana o koloa.
Aku ulei ua kapuana kananio ia pua. Mea umai oe amauloa. Aku ulei ua kapuana kananio ia pua. Mea umai oe Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo.
Oh, mahalo ia o ko and mahalo no kia a ko ana mai o kia mau poi kako I ka mele Hawaii a me ka hula Hawaii. You know, it is indeed within our mele, our songs, that our history is not located but lives. These mele, these hula, keep us grounded to a past that is not relegated to something that isn't alive. It keeps us connected to who we will always be, because we always know from where we have come. And with that, we'd like to honor Auntie Toni Lee, the president of our Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame. And we'd like to ask that she come up and do a hula for us. We do now a song, Puahihi. And you know, Auntie Toni, every time I turn around, she's organizing something, and every parade, whenever we playing music, whenever she comes along, guaranteed, we sing this, and she will dance as long as she can hear it all the way down Kalakaua Avenue. Ladies and gentlemen, your president of our Hawaii Music Hall of Fame, Auntie Toni Lee.
Me oe ka anoi, e ka he vai vai oe I kau I wa ke hai luna a o Lani huli.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you know this hula and are so moved, please hula mai.
Huli mai no o lukau I mehana hoiau ai koli. Can we please hana ho he vai vai? It's my favorite. He vai vai oe I kau ike wa ke hai luna a o Lani huli. Haina kapuana no
Haina ho kākou.
Haina kapuana no kulei kapuahi a o Lani huli.
Ai, kai. Beautiful. Thank you very much, Vicky and Kavika. And Tony. Tony, stay up there, because at this particular time, we'd like to ask Carol Wilcox. Carol, if you would please come to the stage, along with Puakea. If you would please proceed to the stage. We'd like to present you with your award. Okay? Move a little closer. But sometimes she bites. And Vicky. One is for Kimo Hussey, who is the fourth member of the team, who's not here with us tonight.
Oh, I could tell the strength of Kanikapila because half of this gang was singing with Vicky guys. And on behalf of Vicky and Kimo and Puakea and myself, mahalo to the Board of Directors of the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame for the election of Mele Aloha for a literary award. This is the first time in the Hall of Fame that a literary award has been given. That's in the Queen's Songbook. And as my friend Kaui Sai Dudois pointed out, this is the first time also that the body of Hawaiian music itself has been so honored. Hawaiian music, from Oli to Hapahauli to Jawaiian, is as important a genre of music as any in the world. The purpose of Hey Mele Aloha was to make Kanikapila more accessible, and it has succeeded beyond our wildest expectations.
Actually,
It's true. This is because of the thousands and thousands of you who have picked up your ukulele and sang, many of you for the first time, and ensure that this tradition stays alive and continues on. And finally, as you know, the proceeds have gone to Lunalilo Home, whose kapuna have been the beneficiary of over $100,000 through the gift of Hawaiian music. And so that brings it full circle. So, he pono, mahalo.
Mahalo, mahalo, mahalo.
Our first honorees are the Ho'opi'i brothers. Now, the Ho'opi'i brothers' sound is synonymous with the distinctive falsetto leo ki'iki'i. From a young age, both Solomon and Richard were surrounded by their faith and their music in Kahakuloa, Maui. They have won Nahoku Hanohano Awards, they've won Grammy Awards, as well as being awarded the prestigious Folk Heritage Fellowship from the National Endowment of the Arts. So let's check out the presentation at this time.
This is the wonderful song that was taught to us by our kupuna. This is a song that was written by our kupuna here in the village. It is called Ohu Ohu Kahakuloa. My brother was a very talented person, and he also is a good tenor too. And he also could modulate his voices to the 4 different harmonies. And so while I was growing up, I kind of followed my brother and learned from him too.
The music is just penetrating and mesmerizing, because that falsetto magic, I guess is the word, with his voice is just undeniably Hawaiian.
The ho'opi'i sound, high in the rafters, but it's very angelic.
Richard Kennedy called us and says, you know, I want to come down and meet you and interview you. There is an award that we want to present to you, and this is one of the highest prestigious awards to be given to any musician. We don't know who he was. It was the first time he met us, and we met here, and he was telling us, he says, well, you know, of all the searching of talent that we've had out of all Hawaii, we chose both of you to become the next awardee of the National Endowment Award. God, this is a big thing of our life. And sure enough, we went there, of course with our aloha attire. It was one of the greatest things that I try to hold myself not to cry. But it's a feeling that Bill Clinton presenting us with this gift is not ours. We just became the representative of the state of Hawaii. We are accepting this on behalf of the people of Hawaii. My brother passed 2004 or 5, somewhere around there. You know, I continued my music, and at one point it says, well, I think I'm going to retire too, you know. I asked permission from the Lord that the talent that He's given me, I should put it on the side and concentrate on other things. You know, normally you wait for 3 days, but the next day I had my answer. I gave you the talent forever, not to let it go. Then I says to myself, I says, you know, Brother Saul, I'll just continue with my ukulele and my wife traveling with me and sing the songs we did and pick up other new songs and just continue the legacy of you and I.
They're falsetto type of singing, really high-pitched and yet connecting, right? That it would sound so beautiful because they were together. So when Uncle Dem would sing, oh, you could hear him down in the valley, right? And that's all they did. Never had no microphone, but you could hear them, right? They really brought the peace to Kaakoloa People Valley. They knew Uncle Dem were always together.
and fondest aloha, all the way from the island of Maui. We call ourselves Navai'eha. And ladies and gentlemen, that song that we just did for you folks is a song that was inspired by the Ho'opi'i brothers, Uncle Richard and Uncle Saul. Big round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen, and for all of their inspiration that they left behind for us young Hawaiian musicians, yeah? So the reason why we're here in representation of them is because they are one of our biggest inspirations. And we love the Ho'opi'i Ohana. We love all of you guys so much. And at this time, we'd like to call them to the stage. They're going to share with you a hula taking you to the beautiful place that they are from, a beautiful place called Kahakuloa Valley. This is another song that was made famous by the Ho'opi'i brothers, and it's such an honor for us to be here representing them, singing this song for this beautiful Ohana. Whoa. And ladies and gentlemen, too, you're right, this is Kai Ho'opi'i. This is one of Uncle Richard's sons. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Mahalo.
Oh
applause for the beautiful Ho'opi'i Ohana. We love you folks so much. But what an honor it is for us to be here and to be able to sing that song for them. It brings so many emotions to me. Mahalo nui. This last song we leave you folks with is a song that needs no introduction, a song that goes a little something like this. We'll make holiday for you. Hawaiian rainbow after showers. Down and paint the flowers with love and color, straight from heaven. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kalana Ho'opi'i, Uncle Richard's granddaughter. Joy to see pink Lokelani rose from Maui, yellow ilima from Oahu, soft purple orchids from Hawaii, red lehua from Hawaii, snow white ginger and peacockhead, tuberose and jasmine stew, bright red hibiscus, green kukui. We'll make holiday for you. Hawaiian rainbows after showers, reach down and paint the flowers with lovely color, straight from heaven. They are a joy to see. Pink Lokelani rose from Maui, yellow ilima from Oahu, soft purple orchids from Hawaii, red lehua from Hawaii, snow white ginger and peacockhead, tuberose and jasmine stew, bright red hibiscus, green kukui. We'll make holiday for you. Hawaiian rainbows after showers, reach down and paint the flowers with love and color, straight from heaven. They are a joy to see. Pink Lokelani rose from Maui, yellow ilima from Oahu, soft purple orchids from Hawaii, red lehua from Hawaii, snow white ginger and peacockhead, tuberose and jasmine stew, bright red hibiscus, green kukui. We'll make holiday for you. We'll make holiday for you.
Mai kai, beautiful. Navai eha. Mahalo. Here to accept the award on behalf of the Ho'opi'i brothers are their wives, Gladys and Ululani Ho'opi'i. Would you please come to the stage? Come. You dance beautifully too. Come. Yeah. Come, say a few words.
Aloha to everybody here. Thank you, the Hawaii Music Hall of Fame. It was a shock because our husbands are not here. And to get a phone call saying that they are recognized for the Hall of Fame, it was an honor and it was a shock, and I cried And I said, oh my God, they're not here. But the Spirit is here, and we are here. And I'd like to thank all the people here, the people that is not here. And because of you all, that's why they are what they are. Thank you all. And also my sister-in-law.
Hello, I'm Gladys P. Mauna Ho'opi'i from Kaupo. My husband is 13 years underground already, and I'm so happy for everybody to just honored by you folks for him, because he passed on and it's been a very long time, but you folks still remembered him and my brother-in-law Richard. And right now, you know, I'm getting older too, and I still miss him. And I thank all of you folks for being here, and all my children, and my nieces, my nephews, and I have one more brother-in-law of my husband's side, Uncle Herbert Kenolio, and his wife. And he's the only more brother-in-law we have. So thank you very much, and all my children. I love all of you folks. I have 40 great grandchildren and 42 great-grandchildren. And I had 11 children, and I thank God for my husband up there. I love him very much. And I'm still single yet. Thank God for that. Thank you.
Whoa, okay. Oh, boy. Thank you, Gladys. Thank you, Ulu. Okay. Okay. And thank you, Richard. Okay. Wow. That's just the first honorees. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's continue. Our second honorees were instrumental in preserving and teaching the art of hula and Hawaiian spirituality. David Kaono Hiokala Bray and his wife Lydia Mauna Hina Kapu Dusan Bray traveled the world, sharing the culture and history of Hawaii through song and dance. Affectionately referred to as Daddy and Mama Bray, they held fast to the Hawaiian hula traditions in a time where it was mostly still taboo to teach it, making sure that the art of hula would not be lost.
This year, my grandparents, David Kaonohivena Ula O Kalahikiakala Bray and Lydia Maunahina Dusan Bray are being inducted into the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame. I am their granddaughter, Davida Namahana Keopua Lani Bray Holt. She wrote Moku Kia Kahi. She also put several old chants to music, like He'eia and Kalakaua. My grandfather was born in 1889, and my grandmother in 1890. This was a very difficult time and a time of extreme change for Hawaiians. The culture, the music, the language was being lost. She wanted to teach the hula so it wouldn't die. Tutu learned from several teachers. Among them, Kea, Mrs. Ross, Mrs. Lily Kalani. One way in which they used to present the hula and music and culture was to give luau's. They had their tables fully decorated, covered with tea leaf. They had every kind of food you could think of. Totally Hawaiian food. My grandmother was an excellent cook. They invited everyone, celebrities, tourists, locals, anybody who wanted to come to their luau were welcomed. They had my Auntie Odetta, my Auntie Kahala, my father, David M. Bray, dance. Tutu danced, Papa danced, and he also chanted. People would come with their suits and their jewelry and their hats, and they had a really good time. One of Papa's true loves was chanting. He was called upon to bless many places, including the aquarium, Hawaiian Trust, A&B, the Advertiser, McInerney, Liberty House, a jet fighter. When Eisenhower came here in 1952, he did a special blessing before his inauguration. In 1955, Papa became a guide at the Iolani throne room at Iolani Palace. According to what I've read, he was the first guide there. He gave tours for anyone who wanted to come through and learn about the history of the Hawaiians, some of the language, and what the rooms represented to the ali'i. He was also very, very adamant about getting the palace restored. I want to say mahalo to all the people who were involved in this honor for my grandfather and my grandmother. I've always respected what they did in a time that must have been so difficult for them. I'm so grateful for Lelehua and her kumu, Michael Pang. With them, Tutu and Papa have come to the forefront again. And I'm so happy that they are being honored.
Aloha once again. Ladies and gentlemen, the great-great-granddaughter, Lelehua Maunahina Bray, and her Tutu's signature song, Kala Kaua Hei Inoa. So, another one of Lydia Bray's beautiful music, Moku Kia Kahi. You know, part of being in the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame, one of the criteria is, you know, is their music lasting? Have they contributed to the Hawaiian music and culture? And definitely the Brays have done that. When I worked with Kahuano many, many years ago, he would tell me, it's not a popularity contest. It's about what people can have contributed. And for Lydia Bray, one of the bigger things that she did was she put 2 uli-ulis in the hands. Prior to that, there was one everybody danced with. But with that in mind, we bring our hula dancers back up, put the 2 uli-ulis in the hand, trying to bring it back into the 1930s during her time with a fun song called Hene Hene Ko'aka.
Maui for you and I. Aina mai kapuana, ko lea lea paha, e mea Maui for you and I. Aina mai kapuana, ko lea lea paha, e mea Maui for you and
My, Ka'i, beautiful. Hello, hula
Ladies,
kano'o.
thank you, ladies.
Beautiful. Oh, what special moments tonight, huh? My gosh. Oh, Lilihua, Davida. Davida lives in Las Vegas now, so yeah, she does the 6 and the 8s. You know. Yeah, big smile. Turn that up. Turn that. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Let's see if you.
Didn't know I was going to have to do this. I haven't done this in a while, since Windward Community College. I want to thank everyone who was involved in having Tutu and Papa recognized. It's so hard not to cry. You know, I'm so glad and so happy, because hula was always in our family. And Tutu and Papa, well, Tutu died very, very early, and I've been told I used to go in the back and follow along when she was teaching. But she really couldn't dance very much anymore. But Papa remained enchanted and blessed, and of course, you know, I was too stubborn to really listen. And now we have to go and do research now to find out who all of our relatives are, and to maintain the traditions that they all knew. So, all you young people out there, listen. Please listen, so you don't have to do what we have to do. So thank you all very much. Mahalo.
And I just wanted to say a mahalo from all of our family, and Ohana from Kona. And I have gratitude that I know that these talents are loaned. They don't belong to us, they're loaned. And I'm grateful for coming from hula, my kumu hula, Michael Pang, that has really taught me that. These are just loaned, on loan. So mahalo to everyone, Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame. I'm so very grateful. Mahalo.
Okay. The Bray Ohana, everybody. Special time. Born on Oahu, Saichi Kawahara spent summers with his grandfather in Kohala, Hawaii. Moving to the continent, Saichi spent most of his life playing and teaching Hawaiian music. The Kapalakiko band was a central figure in the San Francisco Hawaiian music scene, bringing home sick kamaina from all up and down the coast to wherever Saichi strummed his ukulele. So let's check them out.
We would play at Chuck Cellar down in Waikiki, below Don Ho's Polynesian Palace. And I would notice this guy just sitting by himself in the audience, and he would come every night. You know, he would come over every year, and he would spend some time with his uncle in Kona to do some research on plants. And after he got through doing that research, then he would come to Honolulu and relax and go check out the entertainment.
I met Saichi Kawahara in the early 1980s. He's been like a dad to me here in the mainland.
He would come over and visit my mother, Auntie Janoa Keawe, and come downstairs and make music, talk story. He loved Mom.
I moved to San Francisco and really not knowing anyone, especially in the Hawaiian community. And the Hawaiian community back then was sort of underground. It wasn't apparent like it is today. You had to go fish for it. I can't remember how I found him, but immediately I knew, like, oh, this must be Mr. San Francisco, Hawaii, because he had that aura about him. You know, he very ho'okipo, very welcoming.
Saichi, he was the hub here in the mainland. We passed through Halemele with, you know, people like Sonny Lim and Erika Mai, Sons of Hawaii, Dennis Pavao. We've done many shows here in the mainland, and it was particularly due to the connection that Saichi had. He basically opened the doors so that we could have an opportunity to travel from Hawaii and get into all these different venues.
You know, when I was growing up, Kapalakiko was the Hawaiian band on the mainland. You had Dwight Takamoto, Keith Cockett, and Saichi Kawahara, and they were everywhere. It wasn't just a band, though. I mean, that was his launching pad for his newsletter, the Kapalakiko newsletter. It had every event that you could think of within the Hawaiian community.
Not just events and music-wise, but he had class reunions, weddings, all of the passing of our elders. It was just such a great resource.
In his music, he would always go to the source. So Dennis Kamakahi and also Kimo Alama was very important to him.
He always had this wonderful exuberance about doing Hawaiian music. He had a love and a respect for the older Hawaiian mele. And I remember the Parks and Recreation people had a huge repertory of Hawaiian language songs, and very old ones too. They did keep a file box on 3x5 cards where Mrs. Namakilua would type out the Hawaiian and then she would translate it. I transferred all those cards onto Xerox copies, and I just gave it to Saichi. I said, here, you know, you could use this. And I think it was just blown away, like, wow.
He did his research on the background of the song. He would sit down with Dennis Kamakahi, the composers, Haunani Apoliona, the people that was writing these songs, and he got the inside mana'o and the spirit of the song, and he was sharing it with all of his students.
To be honest with you, I was really surprised that Saichi's name came up, and the emotion, because it took me back, and I thought, who else outside of our islands deserves to be recognized?
I think to a lot of folks, you know, you mentioned Saichi's name. Saichi who? What? Oh, is he from Japan? You know.
He was the first one here who really reminded me that we have a kuleana too, malama, these amazing mele that were gifted to us, and these protocols, everything, because not only mele, it's mea Hawaii, it's everything associated with who we are as Hawaiians, trying to perpetuate, to preserve, to still remain connected, and to be valued.
I think for those people who do not recognize his name right off, would immediately dismiss him. And those who do recognize his name will immediately embrace him. To me, Saichi was important. And when I first heard that Saichi was being, oh, look at me, I'm getting all kakala on my skin. And people like Saichi gets people in touch. And even though he lived in San Francisco, through that newsletter and other things, he did reach out far throughout the corners of the world. And even though if Saichi was not a part of your own personal world, he was a part of the world of thousands, tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So to me, this is such a well-deserved and long-awaited award for this man who gave so much of himself and his resources, but he kept at it. And the greatest gift one can give of oneself is oneself, and that's exactly what he did. And I'm so happy that Saichi is being given this beautiful honor.
Mahalo, Saichi.
Mahalo, Saichi.
Thank you, Saichi.
Mahalo, Uncle Saichi.
Thank you, Saichi.
Thank you, Saichi.
Mahalo nui, Saichi.
Thank you, Saichi.
Mahalo, Saichi. Miss you and love you.
Thank you, Saichi.
Thank you, Saichi.
Thank you for this. Mahalo, nui.
Ke
reminded us we didn't get the memo on hula dancers. So if any of you out there are feeling like you would like to join us and dance a hula, please stand where you are and join us. I just wanted to share a little bit of the reason why I'm standing here. Of course, you all know who my tutu is, but Auntie Tony approached me a few months ago, in fact, and said that Auntie Evelyn had asked for me to be here, and all the way up until today, I was kind of wondering what my part here is. And after watching the video, standing here in front of all of you, this room is full of mentors, people who have helped me get to this place where I am, to understand my kuleana in carrying on the Hawaiian music. It's my goal as a kumu in the many schools and classrooms that I get to go into, to have my students come to a point where if they came to this type of a gathering, that they too would be able to sit in their seats and mouth the words to all of the songs that are being presented on the stage. All of my generation is coming out with some fabulous material. But we also need to remember, and Tutu was the one who told me this, when we sing, we make sure we can make our own music. But if somebody asks us to sing the original, you should be able to sing the original also. How does this tie in with Saichi? There's so many people moving away from this place who are sometimes afraid to step into the realm of being called a kumu and teaching others in the world. And if we keep doing that to them, our music will never reach the far corners of the earth and share the aloha that it's meant to do. And so, Saichi was one of those people that my tutu embraced, and she embraced all of them. But if she did not embrace him and his effort to take our music to where he did, we wouldn't have this great legacy that we have in the Kapalakiko Hawaiian Band. And our last song we're gonna do for you this evening is a song that honors my tutu, was written by Uncle Val Capellino and Auntie Malia Craver, who were her good friends. I'm sure you're familiar, but I do remember Saichi's voice singing this song all the time. But as you listen, if you all could just remember to mino'aka yourselves.
Aloha from Kapalakiko. I'm very honored to receive this award for my husband. He can't be here because he's very sick. I mean, he's bedridden. And the only reason I could get here is hospice allowed him to be admitted to a skilled nursing facility for the few days that I could be here. He cried when he got this award. He said all the things he did all these years was just for the joy of learning and teaching the Hawaiian music and the culture. Of course, the music and the culture goes hand in hand, so he has to teach one and the other. He also wants to credit all the good people that had helped him along the way. Auntie Genoa Keawe, Auntie Nona Beamer, Kimo Alama, Kawai Kakit, Sonny Chillingworth, and so many others. They're too numerous to mention. He kept the Hawaiian community in the mainland and here connected with his newsletter, which he did for over 30 years. He worked hard. He had criticisms like, what, you think he's one Hawaiian or what? But he kept on. The discouragements didn't get him down. He didn't do it for any monetary reasons. He did it for the love of teaching. And he hoped that his band and his students would carry on his work. And he's sending his heartfelt mahalo to you all. Thank you for the Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Evelyn. Our fourth Hall of Fame honorees are mother and daughter. They stand at the forefront of the University of Hawaii at Manoa's extensive music programs. Dorothy Kahananui and her daughter Dorothy Kahananui Gillett both carved huge paths through the choral music education field in Hawaii. We've all at one time sung some of their arrangements.
Dorothy Kahananui was an educator both at the University of Hawaii and also at the Kamehameha schools. And when I was a student, I first met Dorothy Kahananui because she was like the grande dame of Hawaiian music at the UH Music Department. She was the first native Hawaiian to publish a scholarly pamphlet or a scholarly book on Hawaiian music way back in the 1950s.
My mother, Dorothy Kahananui Gillett, considers herself first and foremost a teacher. Born and raised in Kalihi, she attended Kamehameha schools, graduating in 1936. Greatly influenced by my grandmother, Dorothy Kahananui, herself an academic and Hawaiian cultural specialist, my mother began her teaching career at Molokai High and elementary schools.
I don't think I would have done anything else but teach, because I have too many role models in my family. My mother, my aunt, my uncle were all teachers.
My life, well, like everybody else, you have a starting point, and as far as arranging is concerned, Dorothy Gillett is my starting point. So this is a Dorothy Gillett arrangement, sort of Ulilie. Something like that.
Her arrangements bring out the best that the voice can produce. And it challenges the voice to reach a high point that the voice thought it couldn't reach.
My mother was a pioneer in music curriculum, bridging the gap between ethnomusicology and music education. For 20 years, she conducted workshops and demonstrations which brought Hawaiian music, chant, and hula to music educators across the mainland United States. Here in Hawaii, many a classroom teacher was enriched by her music education courses.
I thought she was great because she'd break out into these spontaneous smiles, and I could read her, her eyebrows, and she'd go up like this, and so there was a lot more communication, through her body, through her facial muscles. I thought she was a delight myself. I was never afraid of her, and I never thought that she was a hard teacher.
At the University of Hawaii, I took a choral class in Hawaiian music, thinking that I would buzz through this class with an A so quickly, and Dorothy Gillett was the teacher. Well, she was the teacher, and as a teacher, you know what your students can do, and she was not going to let me slide. And I had some really good friends in the class who were, in my opinion, so below my standards as singers and as musicians, and they got the A's. And I, for thinking I could cruise it, was taught a lesson. And in retrospect today, I can say how very grateful I am for that experience.
And they said, in 2 weeks, you know. And I said, well, one of you is going to have to learn how to direct all these songs. And after a while, they said, don't you know the songs? Can't you direct us? I said, how will it look having a woman direct a men's glee club? And they said, we don't care.
And we are privileged to have her with us. Mrs. Gillett, we, the Kamehameha Ohana, honor you for your contributions to Hawaiian music, and thank you for making our song contest and so many song contests of the past memorable. Ladies and gentlemen, Dorothy Kahananui Gillett.
Nā kolo kolo kalani ka honua ke ao, nā kolo kolo kalani ka honua ke ao, nā ue ue ke kuahiri ke kula ke kai, ai ala o pauahi luna o nā motu. E alai nā ta maha mai i, e alai nā ta maha mai i, nā mu o ka puo kalani ke ali, nā mu o ka puo kalani ke ali, e iala mola liko ke aone, e iala mamona liko ke aone, e ola o kalani pauahi lani nui ku pa'a ke aloha no kamehameha nui e ola o kalani pauahi lani nui ku pa'a ke aloha no kamehameha nui e hei noa e hei
When Dorothy said, what am I doing, a woman conducting a men's glee club? We have Hina here. We just decided to do that na kolo kolo before we came upstairs, and Sister started it, you know? And I go, let's do that. Let's honor Pauahi first. We're all children of Pauahi. When we were thinking about, you know, how we're going to start off tonight. And I know I could be here too talking a long time about Dorothy and what she meant to me. But let us have her arrangements tell that story. So the first, if you heard the background music, it was all prelude to what we're going to do tonight. The first selection we're going to do is an arrangement which is, isn't one of the difficult arrangements that she wrote. And everyone knows if you sang as one of her arrangements with song contests or as a civic club, or as I remember one time the Mahika'awawa family had to sing this arrangement that she wrote. Oh, it was impossible, but we tried our best. But you know that it is a feat to get through her arrangements. And tonight we're going to show you some of the things that she did, which made her so deserving of this award tonight. And so we're going to start with this one. If you know the words, join in with us.
Kamakani,
Oh my, the Kamehameha Alumni Glee Club. Whoa! Thank you guys. Accepting the award for his grandmother and mother, please welcome Mark Gillett. Where's Mark? Mark? Yeah, there he is, Mark. Mark and I are schoolmates from kindergarten Kamehameha schools. In fact, our next inductee, Auntie Nona, used to walk to our elementary school classrooms before Mrs. Caroline Curtis used to walk around, for those of you folks who remember. And of course, Mrs. Harbottle and Mrs. Rosehill and no, you got to say a couple words. Mark Gillett, everybody.
Okay, 2 words. Thank you. Maybe 2 more. Thank you very much. Is Ann Shinsato here? Is Ann? Oh, hi, Ann. Thanks for not telling me that there's actually going to be an award and I had to say something. So let me just say that I'm honored. I'm honored for my mother and grandmother, and I'm actually feeling a lot of emotion and mana in the room. I want to say to Pumai, that was a wonderful sentiment you expressed. So, for my mom and grandmother, thank you very much.
All right, bud. Good to see you, brother. Woo, man. For the lifers over there, Kamehameha Schools. Beautifully done. Thank you so much. Okay, so now it's time for the Beamer Ohana. Auntie Nona Beamer, Winona Beamer, and her 2 sons, Keola and Kapono. The Beamer Ohana have always been constant keepers of Hawaiian culture and music. Auntie Nona always instilled pride for Hawaiian culture and values in her home, in her classroom, and with her sons. At work, she lived and breathed aloha. Keola and Kapono Beamer went forward in their careers to push the sound of contemporary Hawaiian music while always remaining true to the values that their mother taught them. Be humble, and never forget where you came from, and always, always live with aloha. Please pay attention to the screen.
My mother always encouraged us to be proud of being Hawaiian at a time when it wasn't really fashionable to be Hawaiian.
We were friends who rode the waves. The time we spent in our younger days was all in fun. Oh, the good times that we had. We were young.
I think she spent a lot of time with Sweetheart Grandma, and Sweetheart Grandma really instilled in her this tremendous, Hawaiianness, and the beauty of what it is to truly have a Hawaiian heart. And I think my mother was really, really endeared to her grandma, and so much, love for her that it really stuck with her, and this became something that she wanted to share with other people.
Everybody sing it with me. Poo, poo, inu, inu, poo, poo, inu, inu, e. Okay, kahakai. Okay, kahakai, kahakai, e. Poo, poo, inu, inu, e.
Often over the years, we were more than just mother and son. We were collaborators and best friends, and kupuna and haumana, and so I'd often consult her on the smallest detail of a song. Sometimes it's kauna, the double meaning of things, so it's not as surface as it first might appear. So you need that kind of undercurrent of knowledge and culture in order to really interpret the work and understand that. We believe, as the Beamer Ohana, that you really should try to follow the intent of the composer. What is the song? What is the composer trying to do? What is the composer trying to say? And by following that intent, you are often led in some very interesting and beautiful directions.
But I don't see any way to disregard story. If we're going to be honest in what we're doing, I can't see us disregarding story. And certainly if you don't know the background of it, you're not worthy of doing it. So don't do it. I think story has to be the essence of our work.
My grandfather, he's a kindly man. He lives on homestead land. And sometimes he'd sing me the songs he wrote when he was still a young man. And he played in the real old style.
I miss the sound of their singing. I miss the mellowness of their sound.
Give your spirit as it climbs, there no regret.
Here tonight, to pay tribute to his mother, please welcome to the stage Hawaiian Music Hall of Fame inductee Keola Beamer and his wife, Lani.
My mom was a beautiful champion of Hawaii's people, of Hawaii's culture. She wrote songs for the children of Hawaii. I'm going to share with you 3 of her beautiful songs that have grown in love and appreciation over the years. Muan Lani Beamer. John Quilivas on bass. It's the thing about Hawaiian music, real people, real places, beautiful authenticity. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage my wonderful younger brother. How about a big hand for Kapono Beamer? So this is the first rehearsal we've had in 40 years, so I was trying to remember, our first gig together, our first professional gig was when I was in the 4th grade, Kapono is in the 3rd grade. We were hired to play the Honoka'a Senior Prom.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how desperate you must be for entertainment?
You know, we grew up in Waimea on the Big Island of Hawaii, and I'd just like to acknowledge my mom's parents, our grandparents, Pono Beamer and Louise Le'o Malama Beamer.
Absolutely.
They're a big part of who we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about a hand?
Yeah.
So, we were in Waimea Elementary, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. Then we came to Kamehameha later. Do you remember any songs you wrote from those small kid days? So I was in 3rd grade, and I'm doing this to inspire my grandkids who are here tonight. Thank you, son, for bringing Kuloku and Hale Aloha. Hey, Kuloku. My son, Kamana, Maika Lani. He's a PhD professor at the UH. I don't want to just throw that in. But so I wrote this song in 3rd grade, and so Hale Aloha, I was just about a little bit younger than you, and Kuloku, I was a little older than you. And it was Christmas time. Waimea Elementary, you know, a lot of interesting Japanese girls, Keola, remember?
Yeah.
And a lot of them were farmers. So. I waited 57 years to play this for you. I love Norinishi param pa pam pam. It was Christmas time. I love Norinishi she make daikon. I play my song for her and we are one. And then we go inside, we eat daikon, eat daikon, eat daikon. Yum, yum, yum.
I was sitting on the curb without a nickel, and a pretty little girl passed by on her bicycle. I must confess I was a little bored, but when she passed by she made my spirit soar. There was something about her that made me change my mood. She had a sweet okole. She had a sweet okole.
There's many fine young men come into the tavern, and you think that a glass of beer is what they're after. Well, they sit alone in the candlelight, gaze intensely at the many sights. What do they want to take home with them tonight? Oh, yeah.
They want sweet okole.
That's sweet okole. Everybody needs some sweet okole.
was a fine young wrestler from Kalihi. He built his big strong body eating OP. The girls would scream wherever he went. It wasn't for his intelligence. They only screamed when he put on his tight black shorts. They were screaming though it's sweet Okole. His sweet, sweet Okole. I love that sweet Okole. Everybody needs some sweet Okole. Everybody needs some sweet Okole.
Thanks very much. You know, we recorded that as our first single, and my grandma heard it on the radio, on Aku's show up in Waimea on the battery radio. She called my mom, she said, "Darling, do the boys have to sing about that?" Yeah.
So instead, we decided to sing about this.
Yeah.
Mr. Sancho Lee.
Mr. Sancho Lee.
Got plenty lychee. Plenty lychee.
But he no give to me.
And he's just a mean old Puakea.
Mr. Conrad Jones.
Mr. Conrad Jones.
Got plenty swimming pool.
Swimming pool.
Plenty swimming pool. But he no give to me.
And he's just a mean old howler man. In a whole school. Mr. Maximo Concepcion.
Mr. Concepcion.
Got plenty fighting chicken.
Fighting chicken.
Plenty
Fighting chicken. But he no give to me.
And he's just a mean old Filipino man. That is the Filipino love call. Ladies, when you hear that, don't you just want to jump into the bushes with an old Filipino man smoking a Toscani?
Mr. Kazu Tanaka.
Mr. Kazu Tanaka.
Got plenty camera supply.
Camera supply.
Plenty camera supply. But he no give to me. So politically incorrect, sorry.
And he's just a mean old Kepani man. Moana, this is before I met you. Miss Momelo Melome.
Miss Momelo Melome.
Got plenty experience.
Experience.
Plenty experience.
She no experience me.
And she's just a mean old cocktail waitress.
It's a sad part.
Mr. Kamaka Viva Ole.
Mr. Kamaka Viva Ole.
Got plenty, nothing.
Nothing.
Plenty,
Nothing. He takes it out on me.
And he's just a mean old Hawaiian man. One thing I will notice about this place, all us guys we teased our race. It's amazing we can live in the same place. I remember when Kapono and I were growing up, Mom always reminded us, she'd say, "Malama ko aloha," keep your love. And that was Mom's way of reminding us that aloha was more than a word. It was a way of being in the world. And that came from the beautiful Hawaiian philosophical thought of malama lama, the light. Within each human being, there exists a beautiful calabash, an umeke of light. And if you take the stones of anger, greed, and aggression and throw them into that calabash, then the light will become dim. But if you practice a life of kindness, of compassion, of love for one another, then the light once again grows to brighten to the world. So for all of you who've carried that beautiful light in your souls, this one's for you. Looking out upon the cities and the stars above the ocean, got my ticket for the midnight train, and it's not easy to leave again. My clothes and put them in my bags. Try not to think just yet of leaving. Looking out into the city night, it's not easy to leave again. Time Honolulu city lights stir up memories in me. Each time Honolulu city lights will bring me back again. My island sunset, and you are my island rain. Put on my shoes and light a cigarette, wondering which of my friends will be standing with their leaves around my neck. It's not easy to leave again. Each time Honolulu city lights stir up memories in me.
ladies and gentlemen, the Beamer brothers. Keola and Kapono. Yep. Mahalo. The Beamer brothers, everybody.